Hello friends, welcome back to yet another video of Art Smart. Today we shall be discussing Indian traditional folk paintings going right back to the history of Indian art. We shall be discussing Madhubani paintings. Hello friends, I'm Disha Gandhi, a visual artist practicing in the genre of geometric abstractions. I bring these video series only for you to bring some insight into art. With every new video, I promise to make you a little more art smart. With a history that's rich in its culture and heritage, India is a treasure trove of many art forms, which has been passed on from one generation to another. Well, Indian folk paintings have also stood the test of time. Yes, maybe thousands of years. While talking about these Indian traditional folk paintings, some gem-like art forms have completely been untouched by modernization. Some have become more mainstream, while some have adopted modern techniques in paints while keeping its aesthetics just the same. There are different styles in Indian traditional folk paintings. For example, there is Kalamkari art, there is Madhubani painting, there is Patchitra, there is Fad painting, there is Pichwai, and there are so many more. Well, most of them depicted religious epics, gods and goddesses, mythological themes, and nature. They also depicted their culture and traditions. Most of them used very easily available materials to them, like they used cotton cloth, canvas, rice paper, etc. The paints that they used were grounded powdered colors from jewel stones. They used soil, mud, charcoal, and also dry leaves. All these art forms are unique in their beauty and aesthetics. With the materials that they had used, they take you back in time, leaving you in awe and admiration, giving it a rustic charm and a beautiful antiquity look. Now, let's look at one of the oldest traditions of Indian folk paintings, which is called Madhubani paintings, also known as Mithila paintings. From the name itself, it suggests that this painting style started in this region around Mithila, which comprises of now Nepal and northern state of Bihar in India. Well, there is a beautiful story behind this Mithila art form. Well, the region of this Mithila area was the kingdom of King Janak. He was the father of this beautiful lady called Sita, who was going to get married to Lord Ram. Yes, Sita and Ram are worshipped as god and goddess. Well, during their wedding, it was a huge fanfare event. To introduce the culture of Mithila region, while they invited the grooms from Ayodhya to Mithila, King Janak wanted to reflect their culture, and to do that, he asked his residents of Mithila to paint the exterior of their walls with this beautiful art form. And that's how this art form has been originated. Also, King Janak asked the local artists to paint murals for the celebration of the wedding. Well, the approximate date of the wedding of Sita with Ram is dated back to 5140 BC. That is almost 7000 years old. Yes, my friends, that old. And you must be wondering, how did then this art form now exist? Well, for that, there is another story. The British colonial officer William Archer, who was inspecting the area of Mithila which had undergone a massive earthquake in 1934, found this beautiful art form in the rubble. Yes, because they were painted still on the walls. So while he discovered this beautiful art form, he then tried and promoted this art form, encouraged the local residents to continue this practice. Madhubani art form is still alive by the women of this region. This art form has not only been adopted to decorate the walls but has now been incorporated into fashion, design, home furnishings, and textile as well. Well, the themes still remain the same of god and goddess, religious epics, cultural depictions, natural forms, motifs like elephants and fishes, etc. Earlier, these paintings were done with twigs and fingers, which have now been replaced with matchsticks or modern nibs. The natural dyes used earlier have now been replaced with the easily available paint materials. The prominent feature of this art form is that it has a geometrical or floral border. There is prominent outline for the figures that is used. There are bulging eyes and sharp noses. Bright colors are always used in this art form. There are three main subdivisions in this art form. The black prominent outline remains for all these three categories. The first one is called Bharni, in which bright use of colors is there, like bright use of blue, yellow, orange, green can be seen. The second style is called Kachni, wherein limited monochromatic colors are used. And the third style is Godna, in which a paste of cow dung is applied before doing the outlines. My friends, Madhubani art form is not just confined to its region anymore. It now has international recognition and is shipped all over from India. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Tomorrow, we shall be uploading our workshop video where you can follow and create a beautiful Madhubani artwork. So friends, I'm sure I've made you a little art smart. Stay tuned. Till then, be safe. Goodbye.